We would like to thank you for taking the time to review our RISE grant application for a student-managed consignment store, which would be a Category 1 project producing quantifiable returns. We're requesting a grant of $10,000 for startup costs that would be repaid in no more than 80 monthly payments of $125. Any revenue that the store generates in excess of its monthly overhead costs would be applied back towards that loan. In September of 2018, Rick LeBlanc published an article in which he is quoted as stating that more than 15 million tons of used textile waste is generated each year in the United States. A consignment store introduces another important opportunity for the community to reuse those items instead of disposing of them. We're suggesting that it be managed by a student organization set up similarly to how a board of directors is. This gives those students important skill building opportunities to gain entrepreneurship and management experience. It's also going to attract additional interest to the UAF School of Management and reduce staffing expenses for the store itself. Further, it's going to boost the local economic growth by introducing new jobs to the community. It's going to introduce reduced cost products and new income streams for the sellers of those products. And it keeps all of that important business locally based. It's going to directly increase the campus social sustainability because any items not sold at the store would end up being donated to the UAF Free Store.
I am now going to talk about the economic impacts between the consignment store, sellers, and the community. As Laurel mentioned earlier, the student club will be managed in a format similar to a board structure. We are currently looking for a technical advisor from the School of Management to help with club and store formation. The consignment store will hire multiple positions, which would require minimal commute for students and allow them to work part-time. The consignment store will offer economic benefits not only for the consignment store itself, but also for the sellers and its customers. The consignment store will receive a percentage of the sale. It will enable the club and the store workers to learn about sustainable business practices, and it will also operate with a low inventory and insurance costs. Sellers will have a storefront to display their items. Items will be priced to sell at market value, and they will have access to the consignment store customer base. Customers will have access to high-quality used goods at lower prices, and they'll be able to shop from a variety of items. Also, they'll have easy access to the consignment shop since they'll be located on campus. According to the Textile Exchange, which is a nonprofit group, sustainability is three-dimensional, consisting of environmental, social, and economic dimensions. Each of the dimensions should be in balance with the others. In addition to the concept of balance is that of interconnectivity. Usually, if one dimension of sustainability is out of step with the others, the benefits will only be temporary or short-lived. On the other hand, if equal attention is paid to all, long-term sustainability and resilience will result. We believe that our consignment shop has the ability to meet all three of these dimensions. By shopping at the consignment store, you will help reduce waste, increase end-of-life for used goods, as well as reduce the environmental impacts of manufacturing and distributing new goods. Our outreach plan is as follows. For both the student club and the store opening, we plan on dispersing flyers throughout the UAF campus, Fairbanks and Esther-based storefront businesses, and we plan on having public service announcements on KSUA and KUAC. For the consignment store, we plan to have articles in the Sunstar, the Daily News Miner, and Cornerstone.
Hi, my name is Austin Bilyeu, and I'm going to be discussing the bottom line. How much money do we really need to get this consignment store started? So our estimated total startup costs came out to be a little over $9,000. So we divided this into three categories of expenses, the largest being space, followed by inventory, and then necessary equipment and software. So what are each of those categories? Well, inventory expense is naturally low due to the fact that we're selling on a consignment basis. So what we really need to purchase are things like display cases, hangers, clothes racks, etc., things that let us display the product to customers. Second, we have the space expense. This is the largest piece of the budget, and this is the actual physical area that we need to do business and all the utility costs associated with running it. And lastly, we have equipment and software. Now, these are purchases necessary to the structure of the business. These are things like the point of sale system, the cash drawer, the barcode scanner and printer, and as well as a software program to track inventory. In conclusion, thank you to the board for taking a moment to review this presentation, as well as a thank you to Dr. Stice for the guidance through the drafting of this proposal. We believe this is an important step towards reducing the carbon footprint of the UAF community, as well as an additional boost to the economy. Thank you.